Hello, this is Randall Bundy again. I had a video up on YouTube which I took down, but the video was dealing with field stripping, cleaning of your AK47. The reason that I prefer an AK47 over the M4 or the early version, the M16, or the civilian version, AR-15, I prefer the AK-47 for its reliability. It's fairly inexpensive, it's rugged, and it's very reliable if properly maintained. Oil is essential. Never try to use your weapon without lubing it very well, and also just simply, just like any weapon, make sure that it's cleaned and ready for service. What you'll find that it's a very reliable. Now, when I was in the Army, I was with the 82nd Airborne Division, 313th Military Intelligence Battalion. We used AK-47s as our standard issue weapon because we were operating behind enemy lines. We would not be resupplied if we ran out of ammunition. If we carried M4s or M16s, ran out of ammunition, we'd have to throw that weapon away and take from the enemy. So why go through all that hassle? We just carried the AK-47, or what the correct terminology is AKMS, and which is just simply an updated version of the AK-47 with a folding buttstock like you see. This is for paratroopers, and what you want to do when you field strip this or break it down for cleaning purposes, your weapon should always be on the safe position, which it is. The selector switch is on the right hand side. That's in a safe position. When you try to charge it or fire it, it will not fire. If it's in the fire position and charge it, just simply make sure that there's no ammunition, no round in the chamber, which there is not. You'll hear a metallic click. That tells you that the weapon is functioning properly. Before you break it down, it has to be in the fire selector switch position before you break it down. You want to remove the magazine. You will see that the Russians, when they created the AK-47, you have to put the magazine in at a slight angle and then bring it down. You'll hear that click. They've got a selector switch right here which will release the magazine to be able to go ahead and be removed. And you want to, at that point, there is a rear button here that you want to push, which is for the dust cover. This is what I call the dust cover. Push this button again and it removes the spring. Once the spring is removed, bring the bolt back and remove the firing pin. Once you've achieved that, you want to go ahead and remove the front grip like so. Some guys will go ahead and remove the lower grip, but I don't believe that it's necessary, and we never did it when I was with the 82nd. That is breaking it down. Now, to put it back together is just the simple reverse. Go ahead and install your the front cover there, the grip, press that down. You'll see to remove and you'll see that switch that comes up allows this to be removed. Go ahead and now you have to take the bolt and the firing pin. It has to go in there in a specific way so that it will not come back out. When you can do that and it does not fall out, then you know that that's in the right position. With your fingers, hold that in place and you slide the bolt forward. There's a certain way that it catches in there. You got to have it just right. Bolt forward, go ahead and reinstall your spring. Now you see that this breaks down into about 7 pieces, whereas the AR-15 and the M16 or the M4 is very complicated to assemble, much more complicated to assemble and disassemble than the AKMS. Once you have it reassembled, and I hope you paid attention, to that last little bit that I was not giving you detail on. Once it's reassembled, you're going to charge it and let it go forward. You'll hear that same metallic click that tells you the weapon has been reassembled correctly and it will fire. As all weapons, put it back on safe. Got to know your weapon. First thing, like I said, remove the magazine, put it on fire, and go ahead and remove the cover, the dust cover, and the spring. Bring your bolt back, remove the bolt, remove your firing pin. Remove the front grip cover, like so. Weapon is disassembled. Now, everything in reverse. You can tell that I'm blindfolded because I'm feeling my way through this. The bolt and the firing pin. Weapon is reassembled. Took a little bit longer than normal, but that happens. If you do have a weapon, you'll be one of the survivors. You'll find that in a complete breakdown of society, neighborhoods will band together into groups because strictly or simply because there's safety in numbers, strength in numbers. This is what I have assembled over the years, and the group that I'm with probably numbers almost 100 individuals, and most of those people are veterans. You don't have to be a veteran in order to appreciate the importance and the value of a good weapon. If an individual in a national emergency and crisis would come to me to join our group, my first question is, okay, where is your weapon? If they don't have a weapon, you'll find that most groups are you're not going to be of value to them. You're going to be a liability instead of a credit to them. People in a crisis situation, people who will be valuable, first and foremost, are medical practitioners. After that, the individuals that will be priority are veterans, and they better have their weapons with them too.